YouTube family, yeah, it's been a minute since we've made a video here in the shop. And yes, things look a little bit different than probably the last time I've made a video here in the shop. The shop owner decided we needed an upgrade, an update, and added some color here in the shop. What do you all think? I like it. I think it's not only brought color, but a whole new energy to the shop. I mean, he came in and put in some inspirational words on the walls here. Grind, hustle, mindset, execute. All the things that you need to apply to your life, to your business, if you want some levels of success. But this video, the reason I'm making this video is I've been kind of inspired over the last couple of days with planning my upcoming trips. You know, the summer season is right around the corner. The summer season is right around the corner, and you know, I have a few trips scheduled. For one, which is this week, the Memorial Day weekend trip in Atlantic City. And look here, you all. Yeah, we get the Atlantic City Boardwalk at home, and whenever I get an opportunity, I can put it on the TV here in the shop. But yes, this week we will be heading to Atlantic City for the Memorial Day weekend beach ball drop in Atlantic City. So you all stay tuned for those videos. But once again, this video is really to talk about building your travel and leisure fun. I apologize, I got gum in my mouth. I just stuck a piece of gum in my mouth, so I'm trying to talk with gum in my mouth. But this video is about funding your travel and leisure lifestyle with your side hustle. You know, sometimes I get comments in the comments section about how do I afford the trips that I take? You know, how do I kind of put these things together? How do I, you know, construct and build these trips? Well, for one, there is a lot of planning. There is a lot of planning that goes into putting these trips together. And I would venture to say sometimes there's a lot of sacrifice. And we've talked about that, or I've talked about that in some other videos about, you know, I can't go out to dinner every night, or really I can't go out to dinner at all, especially when you think about how much it costs to eat at a restaurant these days. You all know I prefer to make my own food and eat at home, but that's one way to cut cost and put those costs towards, or put those savings towards your travel and leisure fun. That makes sense, right? Okay, so that's one thing, is saving and sacrificing on going out to dinner, splurging on a lot of things that you might splurge on, and instead of indulging in those things, apply the money that you would spend on those things to your travel fund. So let me get into what I'm saying here, and I want to give some examples of how things work for me. You all know my fragrance oil business is essentially a side hustle. You know, to tell you the truth, my oil business was born out of my Vegas travel. I was trying my best to find a way to earn extra money so I can travel to Vegas, and I decided to start this fragrance oil business. Now, that was back in 2015, 16. Okay, so we're talking about 8 years ago is when I developed my fragrance oil business primarily to fund my Vegas trips. That's what you see here. That's what that was born out of, and it's still working today. Okay. Now, the point I want to make with this video is this: we have 2 Atlantic City trips scheduled for this summer already. Once again, the Memorial Day trip, which is coming this week, but also the 4th of July in Atlantic City. Okay, that's the second trip that's already scheduled this summer in Atlantic City. Now, let me explain something. We intend to be in Atlantic City on the 4th of July, which means the 4th of July, let's just break this down. The 4th of July is on a Friday. It falls on a Friday this year. Okay? That's one thing. Okay? We intend to get to Atlantic City Friday morning and stay Friday night, be there Saturday, July the 5th, and leave Saturday night and get back home Sunday morning. You all follow me? You all follow me. Okay? We intend to stay at Oceans Resorts on Friday, July the 4th. Okay, so that's a double whammy. That's a double whammy. Not only is probably a triple whammy. Not only is it a Friday, but it's a Friday in the summer, and it's a holiday Friday. The 4th of July falls on a Friday. We intend to stay at Oceans Resorts on the boardwalk. Listen here. As of right now, that Friday night is $775 a night. $775 for Friday night, and it's $775 for Saturday night. Once again, we're planning to stay at Oceans Resorts on Friday night. Now you might ask, okay, well, do you have $775 to go ahead and book that room? Actually, it's $675. and $50 to book it. Do I have that money right now? No, I don't. Do I have faith and belief that I will have it to book that room? Yes, I do. And that's the point of this video. Sometimes you don't have to have everything that you need. Sometimes you don't have to have everything that you need right now. The one thing that you do have to have is faith and belief. If you don't have the faith and belief, you can hang it up. You can forget about it. Okay? So that's the spiritual, metaphysical way of looking at what I'm saying. Yeah, you have to have the belief, but let's look at the practical side of it. Let's look at the practical side of it. I have something to sell people. I have a marketable, consumable product to sell to people to raise the money. Okay? This is what I'm talking about. Okay? I have something to sell people. You know, in conjunction with cutting their hair. In conjunction with cutting my client's hair, I also have a product to sell them, a consumable product to sell them. But here's the final component that I want to impress upon you all. When I put it out to the universe, this is what I want. This is what I want. On the 4th of July, in Atlantic City, I want to stay at Oceans Resorts. Once I put that out to the universe, all I have to do is believe that it's going to happen. And all I have to do is my regular work. I don't have to do anything particularly special. I just need to do my regular work. And then let the universe do its part. Because see, here's what happens. People just start coming into the barber shop. Walk-ins just start coming in. People I've never seen before just start showing up. People just start showing up, and I'm in a position to cut their hair. I'm talking walk-ins. I'm not talking about clientele. I'm talking about walk-ins, people that I don't know. You know? Or I'll have one of my oil customers just out of the blue give me a call. Hey, Mr. Martin, there's some guys at work that want some fragrance oils. Can you put these orders together for them? Just out of the blue. So now you all see what I'm talking about when there's something you want in your life, when there's something you desire. Number one, you have to believe that you can have it. You got to believe that you deserve to have it. That's probably first and foremost. The next thing is believe that you can have it. Okay? And on the practical side of things, the fundamental side of things, you probably want to start some level of side hustle. You want to start some type of business where you're offering people something of value that they're willing to give you their money for. And like I've said in another video, you want to give God something to bless. You want to give God a business to bless. Essentially, you want to set up your spiritual buckets in the form of a business. And it doesn't have to be anything extravagant. This isn't extravagant. This is something sitting on my station. You know, soap, black soap. You know, it doesn't have to be anything big and extravagant. Y'all see I'm representing my Ravens, right? Y'all see that? You see I got to do that. Got to represent the Ravens. Okay. Okay. But you all get the point of this video. You get the point of this video. These are some ways. Like I said, I get questions all the time with people asking, how do you go about affording these trips and putting these trips together? You all are seeing actual and practical ways that I go about putting these things together. I gotta let somebody in the shop. Oh, don't let him in? Okay, okay. We got some cleaning going on, so he wants us to chill out for a second. All right. But, like I said, I'm going to end this video. Like I said, I do believe you all got the points with this video. And I'm going to elaborate some more in another video, so stay tuned for those. But if you like this video, press the like button. If you got something out of this video, if you received some type of message from this video, hit the like button. If you have any questions or positive or constructive comments, leave them in the comments section. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. I want to thank you all for watching. Have a great day. Be blessed and be a blessing.